college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Colorado Buffaloes, Boulder, Colorado. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Arizona State Sun Devils. The Sun Devils will put total leather and we'll get started. Looking for blockers. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So Colorado's offense will start this game off with the football. And we've been really eager to see this matchup. This quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal than this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. You make one mistake.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And you can tell this offense wanted to create a little bit of space being backed up, but how about the D? Coming out firing on all cylinders, getting the sack on the very first play.
And the Buffaloes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Motion from the back. Creates a little room. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on first and second down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Throws to the tight end. He's open on the right. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. So much for firing to a stationary sit-down tight end. How about this guy working the corner and getting the first down?
These tight ends can do so much nowadays. You start to feature them, but you watch him on the corner route, man. Just push it vertical, push it to the corner. QB right on the same page with him. Throw the football out there, and he makes the catch.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Finds the tight end. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Lewis wants to pass. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. The Buffaloes will try to pin them back with the punt. Looked as if they might have a little something going there, but they'll have to kick it away. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. So the Arizona State Sun Devils offense will have its first possession of the game. They sure hope that that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO'd. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they try the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously a great QB wide receiver duo. I'm just
turning it on. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And this is an offense that really relies on its running game, on that second down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a first.
And the Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Finds his big tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Off the play fake. He's got it and still on his feet. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Looking to get it in. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Sun Devils! They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Colorado has the back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Just a little off. Incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Picks up just a few before he's brought down, not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. And the Buffaloes will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll return it from the 50. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll send the tight end in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
The Sun Devils with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The sweet feet buy a little time. There he goes. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Sun Devils are threatening on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Back's looking for the goal line. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Arizona State!
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
He'll try to pick it up on the ground. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. And the Buffaloes line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. That's caught. It's Brown. Oh, he's got some space. It's a fumble. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds. On 1st and 10 from the 38. From the shotgun, the inside give. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 1st down. The Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Forced out of the pocket. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
Bounced off his feet.
This tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
Got his man. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Got enough space. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam at the 20. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll run play action. Here's a heat. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. After giving up that big play, this defense has been a rock. 3rd and goal coming. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Sun Devils in a good spot here with 2nd and short. On the run, it's Graves. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Now the play fake. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And finally, this quarterback looks human. For one play, he has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
I got to be honest, guys. I know there are a lot of people out there with this field position that would say punt the football, but based on the success they've had early in this game with 3 touchdowns already, playing with confidence, I think I'd just go for it.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Lewis to throw. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Punt is in the air on 4th down. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more, Palmer. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football late.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take shots. They're trying to light this scoreboard up.
The Sun Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Snags it over the middle. And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that third. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
Wants to go up top on first down. Trying to get behind the defense. Pulls it in down the sideline. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And the Sun Devils with the 1st and 10. They try to pop a run on the draw. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Working their way closer and closer, a third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. This will likely be the last play of the half. Looking downfield on first down. He's got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. They'll immediately call timeout. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Quarterback keeps it on the sneak. The sneak scores it.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. On the run from inside his own 5. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. The Buffaloes will line up to kick off and start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Graves. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Handoff from the shotgun. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, looking to pass. Makes the grab. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking to throw on first down. Wide open downfield. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Now they'll run the draw. Nice move to keep running. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
Quickly to the tight end. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. New set of downs after the completion. Off play action on first down. Fires to the wideout. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. So now it's 2nd and long. Lewis wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Just keep slinging it. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. And the Buffaloes will punt it away on 4th down.
Man, this defense is feasting. You can tell. They know they got the lead, and they know they have to pass. So they're pinning their ears back. They're bringing pressure. This offense, they have to do a better job, man. You got to protect your QB. Give him some time if you want to get back in this ballgame.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. He might want another play. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Pulls it in. It's Graves. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. To the air on 1st down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Three straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Pressure coming. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. And the Buffaloes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Lewis to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Buffaloes will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. They go to the ground. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
A nice job by the quarterback there, working through his progressions. Nothing open down the field, so he checks it down to his drag route coming from the slot receiver. They get the completion.
Catch in the middle. It's Graves. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a take.
Breaks into the open. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the 1st down. The Sun Devils look to keep this drive humming. The give as they work on that clock. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is
touchdown, Arizona State! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Oh, they're after him. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. And the Buffaloes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll move the wide receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Lewis wants to pass. Had to get rid of it quickly. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Quarterback moving. He'll throw it. Makes the catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like, when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Has to get there to move the sticks. And they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. RPO complete to open the drive. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too.
He'll take a shot. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but, like, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but, like, let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. That is a tough one to take. They had the interception, but it's taken away by the pass interference penalty. After that penalty, now they're set up inside the red zone on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on 1st down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Going to swing it on 2nd down. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
You know, I'll give it to the defense here. Obviously, it has not been their day, and this offense has gone up and down the field, lighting up the scoreboard, but you're still seeing this defense compete. And on 3rd...
Fires toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect.